Welcome to Querétaro! Santiago de Querétaro is a city in central Mexico, about 2.5 to 3 hours drive from Mexico City. It's known for its rich, historic, well-preserved Spanish colonial architecture, and in fact, its historic center was designated as a UNESCO World Heritage Site in 1996. One of the most famous sites in Querétaro is the Aqueduct. It's 5.5 miles long. It has 74 pink cantera stone piers that reach a height of 75 feet. And it was built in 1720s and 30s to bring clean drinking water into the city. And for more on the history and the romance behind the building of the aqueduct, I encourage you to join one of the many walking tours of the city. We chose one from the Guru Walk app. We visited in late February and the weather was amazing. We found Querétaro to be very clean, walkable, child-friendly, and also dog-friendly. Plus, it's very well maintained and the buildings are so colorful and make for great pictures. Unlike other historical cities, Querétaro's sidewalks are all stroller-friendly with ramps, which we really appreciated. The center of Querétaro is filled with numerous churches and beautiful colonial buildings. One thing that we learned from one of our tours is that the same missionary, Junipero Serra, responsible for founding the California missions, was also responsible for establishing the Franciscan missions in the Sierra Gorda in Querétaro. The convent is open to the visitors for 20 pesos. And inside you can see the unique mimosa tree that does not flower or bear fruit and has thorns in the shape of crosses. You must see it for yourself. In the evening, the main square is very lively with people strolling and live music coming from the various restaurants. I also joined a myth and legend theatrical evening tour, which I highly recommend. I believe it was only an equivalent of $10 and it was all in Spanish, which for me was great practice. My favorite museum was probably the Art Museum, mostly because of the absolutely stunning building in which it's housed. The Art Museum is in fact located in the former convent of San Agustin, which was built in 1731 and is considered one of the most important cloisters in America. The museum is free, but one thing to note is that if you have children, strollers are not allowed. The best part of the building is the courtyard. I stayed there quite a while to marvel at the beautiful, intricate Baroque architecture. Next, I visited the Querétaro Regional Museum, which displays pre-Hispanic, colonial, and Republican artifacts. The cost is 90 pesos, and also here strollers are not allowed. In my opinion, this museum was less impressive than the Art Museum, but definitely worth checking out if you're visiting Querétaro. Another really interesting museum to visit was the Calendar Museum. The museum is located in a beautiful restored hacienda, and if you peek through the doorways in Querétaro, you'll notice that courtyards are hidden everywhere. The gardens are really well kept, and Avi really enjoyed looking at the fountain and the birds in the courtyard. Don't forget to walk upstairs and you'll find a beautiful patio with views of the city. Next, we visited the Museum of Contemporary Art, and I personally really enjoyed it. And Avi was able to come since it's stroller friendly. My favorite tour that we took was a private guided tour to the National Park Cerro de las Campanas, or Hill of the Bells, in an electric Ford replica for only the equivalent of $10. The tour was so educational and really fun. Plus, Zoe was also allowed to join in the front seat. The National Park is a very historic place, since it's where Emperor Maximilian I was executed, and therefore ending the Second Mexican Empire and the French intervention in Mexico. The mountain gets its name from the rocks that make bell sounds when struck. If you wait just a moment, you'll be able to hear them yourself. Alright, we made it. So you want to hear the sound of the bells? Senti qua. You can hear the sound of the bells. Go, Avi.
Wow, it's strong.
Fammi sentire. Let's hear. And there is no shortage of delicious food in Querétaro. Definitely try the famous gorditas. We also found a really nice chocolate shop. And Querétaro is also full of vegan restaurants. We hope you enjoyed this video, and if you want to support us, please consider subscribing to our channel, and don't forget to click the like button. See you next time!